Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I want to talk a little bit about this media narrative about what happened at the Capitol, and in particular the use of this term "white supremacist attack." I've heard this a lot. I hear people constantly say that it was a white supremacist attack on the Capitol, that the white supremacists attacked the Capitol, this, that, and the other. And so first of all, I want to just make it clear that I don't have any interest in defending any side, Democrat or Republican. I don't care about any of that. But I take a little bit of issue with the use of the term white supremacist attack to describe what happened at the Capitol. So let me explain why. The reason I have an issue with the fact that they keep using the term white supremacist attack on the Capitol is because to me, it seems to me that if you really wanted to attack black people, I didn't hear any of the people attacking the Capitol say we're attacking the Capitol because we hate black people. I just didn't see that. I didn't see anybody saying we hate Negroes. We want to just make sure black people are gone. I didn't hear any of that. I saw them angry because they felt that Trump won the election. They felt that Nancy Pelosi and or maybe Mitch McConnell were doing them wrong. That's what I saw. I see the the invocation of white supremacists as a trigger term that's used to control black voters. It's a Democratic Party effort to put the white supremacy label on the other party in order to control black people. And the reason that they do this, in my view, is because they want to keep black people afraid. They know black people are easily scared. They know that white supremacy is a trigger word. They know that that's a term that they can use that will get your attention, that will have you shaking in your boots, that'll have you doing whatever they tell you to do. So here's the thing. Here's the deal. When Joe Biden's camp is, describing the attack on the Capitol as white supremacists attacking the Capitol, what they're really doing is they're deflecting. They're deflecting from the fact that Joe Biden incarcerated more black men than any president in recent American history. Like they're deflecting from the fact that they are so white supremacists that when Ice Cube approached them about reparations, they blew him off. They literally said, we don't want to pay reparations. My view is that if you're going to call someone a white supremacist, you have to earn the right to use that term. You have to earn the right to say that. And these people have not earned the right to call anybody a white supremacist because you are a white supremacist yourself. You are a white supremacist your damn self. If you were so friendly to black people, then you would have been supportive when millions of black people said, we want you to hear what Ice Cube has to say. We really need to get something for our vote. If you really weren't white supremacists and supportive of black people, then black communities wouldn't be crumbling underneath Democratic Party rule. The Democratic Party, before you start attacking the Trump supporters as white supremacists, you need to deal with your own white supremacy. You are the pot calling the kettle a pot. Like you literally are a white supremacist calling another group of people white supremacists, and you're using that as a deflection tactic. Smart black people can see this. Smart black people understand the game and how it's being played. This term white supremacists attack the Capitol means that by virtue of them calling other people white supremacists, you're not going to think they're white supremacists. It's no different from a thief who robbed a bank saying, go get that bank robber. You need to go get that bank robber. No, y'all robbed the damn bank together. Because again, if you weren't a white supremacist, if you were really in support of the black community, the way you claim to be, you wouldn't ignore black people when they're talking about reparations. You will be writing that $15 trillion reparations check that you know that you owe black people for the fact that you enslaved us for hundreds of years. You built your wealth off of our wealth. You've stolen from us. You have stolen from us. You are guilty as charged for being a white supremacist and for stealing from our community and leaving us in the dirt. And then you're going to turn and be like, well, we're going to protect y'all from the Proud Boys. No, how about we get protection from you? How about the whites? Will the real white supremacists please stand up? Because I don't go for any of this BS narrative. I am not here to defend the people that came after the Capitol. I'm not doing that, but I'm also not going to defend white guys from Antifa who are going through black neighborhoods, burning down businesses, claiming they're doing it on behalf of us. I'm also not going to defend whoever the hell's running Black Lives Matter running around collecting $10 billion on behalf of black people so they can do a twerk on Washington. They literally put a twerk on Washington on their Instagram page, where they had a lady that was twerking up the steps of the Capitol, and they said, "This is black culture. This is how we're gonna celebrate Martin Luther King." Those are not my people. I don't know nothing about that. I ain't trying to know nothing about that. That's not a reflection of black people. And if you spent that $10 billion coming up with campaigns like twerk on Washington, what the hell is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? So what I'm saying is, and I'm only saying this really to people that have common sense. A lot of people don't have common sense. They're going along with this whole like, oh yeah, the white supremacists attract the capital, those white supremacists. So then what happens is you cozy up with these Democrats who are literally screwing you in your ear, like they're literally mind fucking you, and you're aligning yourself with this nonsense because you somehow think these are the good guys. And you have no clue. You have no political sophistication. You're not very smart. And also, was it a false flag? Margatina says it could be. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if you really want to know my honest to God truth, you got $1 trillion military right down the street. I mean, I think 50 to 60% of our nation's budget is spent on the military. Y'all can't even defend the Capitol. You can't even defend the most important building in the entire country. Really? And I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna get ugly before it gets better, because here's the problem that they also have. Now that they tried to go with this whole like this whole narrative that half the country is racist and the other half isn't. This nonsense. What's happening now is you got people that are in your military who sympathize with the people that you're trying to ban. And these hippie liberals who hate military, who they hate soldiers, they think that the people in the military are bad, and they all this other stuff. They call them all white supremacists or whatever, because some of them want to be Republicans. Well, these are the same people that you're now asking to defend you. These people you're asking to defend you, half of those people empathize with the people who were coming after the Capitol. And they weren't coming after the Capitol. Some of them don't like black people. I mean, shoot, I don't care a whole lot about what white people do in their community. So why should they care about mine? So I don't know if they like me or not. I don't care. I don't need them to like me. I like myself. But I'm just telling you, when you're mislabeling people like that, and you're claiming that 100 million people are all terrorist sympathizers, and that you have to protect your capital, or you protect your government from enemies, foreign and domestic, and your 100 million of your enemies are right there in your same neighborhood, in your same country, you can't fight against that. You can't. That's as dumb as when Donald Trump said he was going to drink He said when he was claiming that you should drink disinfectant to kill viruses inside your body. Not that he said that. He didn't use those exact words, but even the implication that it would make sense to put disinfectant in your body is stupid, because you're going to kill your body trying to kill the virus, right? So, so we have decided that 100 million of our citizens are the virus, and the virus needs to be dealt with. And it's not going to work, because guess what? The liberals are not the ones who defend the country. The people that go out and fight in these wars and all this, a lot of those people are country boys from Alabama and Nebraska who grew up as Republicans. And I'm going to tell you, I grew up in the South. I know a lot of black people. I know a lot of white people. I know some wonderful black people. I know some wonderful white people. I know some ignorant ass white people. I know some ignorant ass black people. And I know some black people that that would do harm to me faster than a white boy would. And I know white people who would also do harm to me as well. And I can just tell you that this idea that just because somebody comes from the South, or just because they're a Republican, that automatically means that they're racist and they hate black people and they're white supremacists and all that. That's a BS. That's a bullshit narrative created by the liberals, because they don't want you to know who the real racist is. They don't want you to know that they have exploited black people for decades, centuries even. They don't want you to know that they have used you since forever. They don't want you to know that they have sat there and gotten your vote in every election because you're scared. And then they sit there and your whole community falls apart, and you sitting there looking stupid, no wealth, no nothing, broken families, mamas on welfare, kids out in the street. And then you still thinking these people are your best hope. Well, if you think that the people that are your best hope are the ones who are actually destroying you, then I don't know what to do for you. I mean, you're just going to fail. You're going to lose, So I encourage people to think for themselves. If you line yourself with the losers, you're going to lose just like them. And our community is full of losers right now. That's just the honest to God truth. So anyway, I'm out of here. I just had to share that quick point. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Peace.